Hey Gemini, it's Goddess Puff, and this is your next 48 hours for May 15th to the 16th of 2023. All right, let's get started with an oracle card message for Gemini. Next 48 hours, dang. Sorry, Gemini. Next 48 hours for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know from May 15th to the 16th of 2023? Got this. Had wax on my hand. All right, you have goat, potency, raven, determination, brownie, protection, and overall energy is badger, persecution. I feel like you are working towards something. You have like the energy, the tools, the momentum, and you're determined to get something done. And you are protected. If you are worried about that, we have brownie protection. I do feel like with badger persecution, someone may be trying to nitpick or point out your failures or just accuse you of something. I feel like someone's waiting till you run the race. They're pointing out all your flaws in the run. Like, not you actually running. This is just an example. But say, for instance, you're running. You're in a race. You're on a track. Someone's watching you with like a keen eye. And they're pointing out all your failures and trip ups and mistakes. And they're waiting for you they're just trying to wait for you to fail. Or even if you do succeed and do something, they just want to point out your flaws. But I feel like you are protected. Let's get into the tarot and see what this is for Gemini. Someone's just waiting on your failure. But I don't see you falling or failing at all. But even when you do finish this or get to the end of the race, this person's still going to point out things. But that doesn't matter, does it? I'm seeing a smoothie with like blueberries and strawberries. I see you blending up a smoothie. Okay. And it's going to be good too. 5 of Wands. Temperance, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with one or have it highly aspected. 3 of Cups, celebrations. Like I said, I could feel in the beginning, whatever it is that you have momentum towards or energy towards or that you're trying to accomplish, you are going to accomplish it. You are going to celebrate. So it's telling you to temper yourself. There is no competition. Or if there is, you're going to beat out the competition. So still, there is no competition. I feel like you will be celebrated. Knight of Wands. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Be careful of distractions or bouncing all over, because I feel like there is going to be something tempting here that could distract you with Temperance and the Knight of Wands. I feel like someone may try to distract you. It says brownie protection with the Knight of Wands. So be careful of getting distracted or bouncing from one thing to another without completing something first, because I feel like there is something tempting or distracting or exciting that you may want to jump towards. Don't do that until you finish something. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working towards something. You have determination. The Knight of Pentacles is literally raven, determination. And goat, potency, is that Knight of Wands. You have that creative freedom, drive, and energy. You bring innovation to something, new ideas to something. So take all that energy and keep it towards and in whatever it is that you're going towards. So let's clarify. Clarify this for Gemini. I feel like Geminis, you have such creative energy and new ideas. So it's easy for you to get distracted because you get inspiration from everything, from multiple things. You could be working on, I don't know, making candy, and something from a comedy show gives you inspiration to switch this candy up or change it or make it different or something. And instead of like just taking from that and putting it into what you're making, you could get distracted and start focusing on comedy because you take inspiration from everything, which is a great thing. But you just got to know how to like refocus with Temperance. And I see you doing that. I see you accomplishing it and then moving on to the next. So let's clarify. With the 5 of Wands, clarified by the Emperor, Aries. So it could be conflict in regards to a boss. Could be an Aries or an older person. You could be outshining someone who's been in the game longer than you. especially if you're newer or just younger, even if you're not newer. Say, for instance, this person's been in the game for 10 years and you've only been in it for 5, or they've been in for 20 years and you've been in for 10, whatever, 5 or 10 years. This person feels like they have a seniority over you, so they see you as competition. They don't want anyone to excel past their point or your point. I feel like you could be fighting for your place, and like, I feel like you are the emperor and you are fighting for your place in a situation. Like, you belong in the field that you're in. You belong where you are fighting for, or fighting for a leadership position. So yeah, the High Priestess, you have the experience and education and knowledge you need. You deserve to be in this emperor position. This person may feel like they have more knowledge than you. So if you are competing with a professor type, or someone older, or someone who's been in this longer than you, or maybe you're the one who's been in something longer, or you know more, you could have the upper hand by gaining more knowledge with the High Priestess. So if you're wondering how you can beat someone or outshine or whatever, or just learning how to get this emperor or boss position, you could learn from education. So this could be literally you going back to school so that you can get a higher position or higher pay. I feel like you have both, or you're acquiring both experience and education. And that's how you beat out the competition. I feel like you have both, or you are gaining both. So clarifying temperance is the 3 of Swords and the High Priestess. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. Someone in the comments informed me that the Emperor is the matriarch and the Empress is the patriarch, because patriarchy is like the mother and matriarch is the father. If you're watching this, thank you for letting me know that, because I did not. And I cut the deck and I see the truth. So this could be a reflection, or you could be reflecting on your parents and the relationship they had in childhood, and how that's like manifesting or reflecting in your masculine and feminine and in relationships outside of you. And so you could be healing or tempering those wounds. Maybe you have like a wounded feminine energy within you that you are healing, and a masculine energy that you have conflict within you, and it reflects the relationships outside of you. So if you're having conflict with the masculine energy, it may reflect the conflict that you have with your masculine energy, or a father figure, or both. And if you're if there's pain in regards to your feminine energy or wounded feminine energy, it could be reflected within you and reflect the relationship with your mother. Or you could be seeing that outside you. Take it as it resonates. Could also be a Libra, Taurus, or mother figure in your life that you're seeing go through this. But I feel like regardless, you're tempering that feminine energy, overcoming it, or overcoming the wounding in the feminine energy. 3 of Swords. Someone could be also emotional because they're pregnant. Take it as it resonates. Clarifying the 3 of Cups is the 6 of Wands, and I see a victory, a celebration, a reunion. So for some of you, a couple could have gotten into a fight and they reunite and reconcile and everything's all good. That's called Scorpio. So they've gone through a significant change here of the dynamic. They've had some growing in their own separate lives, and they're coming back together. Again, you could have seen this reflected in your parents, with a couple between you and your person, or outside of you. But I see a couple reconciling their differences and changing deeply within themselves to make that happen. I see a victory and success with that. And if it's not your relationship or a couple, it's the energies within you reconciling. I feel like if they come back together, because I feel like there was a fight, there was a conflict, but it was sorted because of some growth and change they had within themselves. Clarifying the Knight of Wands is the 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Overall, and I keep cutting the deck and seeing the Ace of Swords, truth and clarity, Ace of Pentacles, a new stable beginning. Yeah, because I see like there was some conflict and competition that led to heartbreak. So I feel like this Emperor Aries or older person or boss was competing or had an argument with this Empress. And that they may have said something that hurt the Empress's feelings. Now, if it's not you and another person, of course, the energy within yourself or that you're witnessing. Either way, I see a reunion and reconciliation and working towards your differences. I also see for some of you, make sure you're protecting your energy from investing in short-term things, making something long-term. Because I feel like with the Knight of Wands and Brownie protection, protecting from fleeting emotions or fleeting individuals who are non-committal, making sure that this is so long-winded, but I'm still gonna say it. Making sure that you heal the wounds that you may have within you in regards to your relationship with your parents personally and that you witnessed. Because if one or both parents were flighty or in and out or whatever, and they never resolved their issues, it may reflect the imbalance of feminine and masculine energy within you. So you have to heal that within yourself so that you don't encounter flighty or unstable energies, and that you don't keep jumping from one relationship to another or getting bored easily. You got to protect yourself from in and out unstable energies, because clearly someone here wants a long-term investment, Seven of Pentacles, and you can't invest long-term into an energy that's not going to be stable. So you're protecting yourself from unstable individuals and investments. And that's wish fulfillment, to be protected from unstable relationships and individuals. Yeah, you want something new, something stable, something grounded, something abundant, something that's going to last. And Knight of Pentacles, so you're working towards that, whether it's in family, friend, work, or love. So make sure you're not too combative with the Five of Wands. Competing, you're supposed to work together, not compete with each other. And overcoming or tempering hurt feelings. So don't be too critical of someone or yourself, and protect yourself from overly critical or competitive and unstable in and out energies. And make sure you're not reflecting that. So that's how you create something stable. I see you creating something stable anyway. Going through that change, that deep spiritual change with the Death card. Also, Scorpio could be involved. I feel like if you do the soul searching or the shadow work, you will come out and you will celebrate. Three of Cups, celebration. Six of Wands, victory, success, praise, public acknowledgement. And if there is a separation or a divorce, you will be successful and happy and free to go after something more long-term. So this could be simply for some of you a breakup, divorce, or separation, or quitting a job and setting yourself free to find something more stable, abundant, long-term, and grounded. And this is also making sure that things are exciting, but balanced and sustainable. I hope I made sense. All right, I'm going to pull from this deck for Gemini. I see you being successful in this, in family, friend, work, and love. Because you not only do the work, you apply it to your physical. And I love that for you. I really do. We have Creature's Paw, the other, friendship, forgiveness, whether that's within yourself or others, or both for some of you. 4, danger, aggression, masculinity. So I do feel like there's a masculine or masculine energy within you or someone else that's very combative and can get aggressive and could hurt the feminine in the situation. Pawn, looking inward, inspiration, uncertainty. Make sure you're not doing that within yourself. I know for some of you, it may sound like, you'll get it. if it's meant for you. Braid. Identity, survival, the opinion of others. And I feel like that's another thing. I feel like the opinion of masculine energy, doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, non-binary, doesn't matter. I feel like the opinion of masculine energies could have caused your feminine energy some wounding. And in turn, you've become like an aggressive or toxic masculine, doesn't matter what your gender is, in order to survive, in order to protect the feminine energy within you. And I feel like you have to find forgiveness and balance and come out of that within yourself in order to remove yourself from that identity, or trying to seek the approval of that identity. Because I feel like it's made you critical of yourself, calling yourself too soft or too whatever. All right, for Gemini. That was quick. Overenergy is yes. Gift. You are gifted. That is, that's clear. Return. I feel like this is returning to yourself. Also, someone is returning. And I feel like this is cliche, but when you do heal those parts of yourself or reunite those parts of yourself, that brings back certain people. Cheater. So this could have been in regards to cheating. Text. Someone could have found some text messages. Death. So this is like the death card. Scorpio. Death and rebirth. Deep spiritual growth and change. And it'll make you very successful. Light. Clarity. The light at the end of the tunnel. Shining a light on the situations. July. So the month of July could have been significant. And demon. Demon is like a dark energy in someone that you cannot change or heal. And no one can do that for you. You have to do it for yourself, and that person has to do it for themselves. So someone's shining a light on this demon. Maybe someone's a serial cheater or something. I'm going to leave it there. I send you peace, blessings, and love. Namaste.